Good morning, guys. Unfrequented World, and we're getting out of here bright and early, 6:30 a.m. 31 degrees Celsius the last 2 days, and it's supposed to be the same today. So we're going to get out and do some detecting bright and early this morning before it gets too hot. That is morning sun. It's a beautiful thing. Afternoon sun is not a beautiful thing. You don't want to be out in 31 degrees and the bugs. I can't do it. I'm getting too old. So today is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. That's why I'm up bright and early. Didn't tell anybody I was leaving. See you later. I'm going detecting. That's Father's Day. While we're driving there, let's discuss machines, guys. I'm at a point where I'm looking for a new machine. Don't get me wrong, I love my MindLab Equinox 600. It is 90% of what I want in a machine. Maybe more, maybe 95. I love it, absolutely love it. You can't beat that machine for discriminating. If I go out with other guys on a field, I know I can bang out the coins faster than them because the machine is that good. And it's quiet. So Gary has a nervous system that after years of management and children doesn't like noise. So that's why I sold my macro. And Stan has a simplex. I toyed with the idea of a simplex, but I don't need another base model machine. I'm actually looking at the Deus XP Oryx, ORX. It's kind of like the dumbed down version of a Deus, but with a better, newer coil. So it kind of offsets. You don't have all the functionality of a regular Deus, but you have the latest and greatest coil with 35 frequencies, etc., etc. And you can set up 2 custom search modes, and I'm pretty good at, tech stuff, so I don't think it's an issue to figure that machine out. I figured out the macro, and that's not an easy machine. So why am I thinking of a new machine? Well, I have the AT Pro, and I love that machine. I use that machine for 4 years now. The problem with that machine is that a lot of crap targets sound like good targets. You'll get tinfoil that will ring into the 70s. It needs an update. If it had a software update to make the VDI a little better, to make the discrimination a little bit better, that would still be a killer machine today. It goes down 10 inches, so for most coins that's good enough. But I do dig a lot of relics and stuff, and I like to go a little bit deeper. Small colonial fur trading relics as well. So we're not just talking big hunks of iron. Everybody thinks relics and they think big items. No, we find fish hooks, arrowheads, all kinds of jangle beads for dresses, all kinds of trade goods. And so for that, the AT Pro just doesn't go deep enough. I want a machine that I'm sure I'm not leaving stuff behind, and that is the one question that I have with the MindLab. There's so much processing going on by the unit that I often wonder, I can bang out silver. I know I'm not missing any silver. I'm not missing any good coin targets, that's for sure, except Canadian clad. And I don't say that's a good coin target, but you know what? Sometimes it's nice to get some coffee money while you're hunting. I have found a nickel and a dime this year, Canadian clad, and neither one of them was with the Equinox. It was with my little handheld iKing 750 when we went swimming the other day. So I don't get any clad. Oh, beautiful shade. Nice and cool this morning, no bugs. Let's get at it. Well, there's the first 3 holes. Nothing spectacular. Got a bit of old school, probably 1950s bling right there. Well, there's one we missed. Rang in like a silver coin, but it was down there 14 inches, and it's an old pocket knife. That could be from the 30s or 40s, possibly even before that. So I'm just working the edge of the road here, which is really hard packed gravel, but there's a good chance that us being lazy we haven't really done this as hard as we should have before, so there's a chance I might find a silver here. Well, that's funny how sometimes history repeats itself. The other day we found a shell casing, a really long, slim one, 2520. That's an 1880 design by Remington. Winchester also made a fatter design, not the same shell. This is a single shot 2520. I think that's the lead that goes in that shell. Very heavy, very long. And up until 3 days ago, I had never found one of those shells. Now I have the lead that goes with the casing. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So we're kind of scratching the bottom of the barrel here with this field, guys. It's got to have 700-800 hours on it. But I have still pulled 7 items today that could have been coins. They rang up 20s and 30s. No one has been here since the spring thaw. So every year when we have that freeze-thaw cycle, new items get pushed up to the surface. So at the end of the video, I'll show you some of the ones that rang up and fooled the Knox, but they could have easily been coins, things that we have not gotten here in the last 4 years. So here's one that is probably a nail. You're getting a good silver signal, but then every once in a while you get that -8 or -7. So sometimes the machine is able to figure out that it is a nail. Other times that'll come in as a solid 32, 28, whatever. You think it's a coin and there's no sign of iron in there at all, and it's not. But this one, it's actually showing me. I see the -5, -6. I'm not going to dig that. I know that's a nail. I lied. I dug it anyway. That one's actually a zinc coated nail. So not an old rusty, but still a nail. This one I will give to the Knox. It knew it was a nail. Well, another iffy signal, not a nail. Is that a key for opening like the old canned food goods? Sardines or something? I don't know. I think that's what that is. 7:30 and it's so hot. Yeah, starting to sweat already. Out here in the old baseball diamond, 'tis the season. Strawberries everywhere. Nice little wild strawberries and so sweet. All kinds of them here. Yeah, definitely the best find of the day. Sweetest find for sure. We've got a coin. I thought it was a penny when I pulled it out of the hole. I don't know what it is. Let's take a closer look here. I'm gonna have to brush and wipe it, but I don't know. So there's the coin, and it's very thick. So let's give that a real good brush and see. I don't recognize this, guys. It's got to be British. And I don't know the date, and I can't see. It says George. Gradia Rex. But what number is it? George the 4th? I don't know. It's way too thick for a Canada penny. We know it's not a Canada. I'm going to try to clean it up when we get home, guys, but that is awesome. So I know I'm thinking about a new machine, but the discrimination is so good on this Knox that I know what items are before I dig it. I know tinfoil, 7 or 8. Bottle caps, 12, 13, 14. There is no chance that a bottle cap rings up as a good item on this machine. With my AT Pro, they both ring up the same, 72 to 82. So can I give up the good points about this machine? No. The one downfall is little nails. This just rang up 28. I would have swore this was a silver coin down there 8 inches, and it's a rusty old nail. That's the 3rd nail today that I've dug that I thought was a coin signal. But all machines have their faults, and that's the only complaint I have about this machine. Other than that, I suspect sometimes I'm missing items. I don't know that I am. I just think because the discrimination is so good, is it knocking out questionable items? I don't get the little blips like I used to with my macro, where we could dig every little blip on a field and sometimes score a coin. This one, the discrim knocks those little tiny scritchy scratchies out, and I want to hear those. So those are my only 2 complaints with this machine, and it's so friggin' good. I don't know if I really should be buying another machine at all. I love this machine. I need MindLab to come out with the next model of this, which is even more refined, and I would buy it tomorrow. Oh, there's another one. Canadian, not that old, probably 70s. But hey, I'm on a spot here where we've missed some coins, so. Look at that. That's pretty pristine for being down there 7 inches. All 4 wheels turn. I got the motor unseized, running like a top. Canadian military. So I've just snuck over somewhere new, and I'm doing in between the trees here. And I have no idea the age of this field. But there's a 38 Dominion. That's a pretty old shell. Well, there's another whole area to do here. But I got a couple 80s pennies, so I'm sure the place is polluted, as it is a schoolyard. But I was hoping there would be some carryover of the old field into this one. I don't know. But there is potential for old stuff because all of these fields have been here for 100+ years. You never know what you're going to find. And with all the schools shut down right now, it's a good time to get in there and check them out. But too hot today. We've been at it 4 hours, and I'm just going to show you guys the finds. So there's 4 hours of digging, guys. And these items down here were all things that tricked the machine. Now these were down there, 18 inches. And this one was probably about 15 inches, just deep enough to sound 30s on the machine like a silver coin. And these old nails sounded just like coins. This cap, solid 21. But everything else, I pretty much knew what it was before I dug it. 12, 13, 14, we're going to get these things. Mid-range, we're going to get shell casings. 14, bottle cap. And the coins all ring up 24, 25. And I have to say, nice little truck today too. Any day you can dig a coin that you don't have or have never dug before is a good day. So we'll go home and figure out what that is, and we'll call this a successful hunt. So I've looked at every new machine out there on the market, and I really can't put a finger on why, but I've always wanted a Deus, and the Oryx kind of falls into that right price range, $1,200, with the right feature set. And I don't know, I want to try it. I would love the channel to get a damn sponsor and, get a break on some of this stuff. But look, I want a new machine. That's all it boils down to. If the Equinox is so good, I don't really need another machine. But I'm the kind of guy who always has 2 machines on him. And if your luck's not going well, hey, you can just switch machines and you start your day over, right? And I do that with the AT right now. So I'd like a little bit better ground machine. And by that, I mean, I don't know why they didn't make the Oryx waterproof. They sell you a $100 add-on to make that electronic box waterproof. Money grab, I guess. It boils down to me just being a tech guy, and I love trying new stuff, so we're gonna try it. I think I'm just gonna order one and we're gonna try it. Do you guys have a better suggestion than the ORX? And don't say full Deus, because I'm not dropping $2,200. Not gonna happen. I don't know. I've thought about it. Yeah, I don't know. CTX 3030, too heavy. This guy has carpal tunnel issues in my swinging arm, so I'm not swinging a 5-pound detector. That age has come and gone. What they need to do is come out with a new Equinox 3000 or something, and basically make a CTX in that machine. Well, or a modern, even more modernized version. And at that price range, then I'd be willing to drop $2,500. Maybe I should just wait until Equinox comes out with a new machine, because I freaking love the 600. 30 degrees Celsius. A little boiling peroxide, and then we'll be able to give that old copper a clean and see what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a British halfpenny. Well, Gary was fooled. This penny, even though it seems much thicker than normal, it is actually a Canadian penny, and it's George the Sixth, which is 1950. Bummer.